Hey team, it's Ryan, and you're listening to Life at UpKeep, a podcast about the people and teams within our company doing awesome work together. Through the eyes of our very own upkeepers, you get a glimpse into our company culture, our team's big wins, our team's small wins, and how members of the team came to join and hopefully love UpKeep. Today, I'm super excited to chat with Jake Anderson, who's one of our full stack engineers. What's up, Jake?
Oh, not too much. How are you, Ryan?
Doing awesome. It's a beautiful day today. Obviously the way that we always kick things off is basically have you share a little bit more about what your role here is at UpKeep and what some of your responsibilities are.
As you said, I'm a full stack software engineer working on UpKeep Edge, which is an advanced IoT technology that delivers real-time monitoring on really any asset. And most of my day-to-day responsibilities involve the creation of new functionality in the Edge app, as well as managing our cloud infrastructure. Right now, we're beginning work on a new feature in Edge that'll allow our clients to draw new insights from the key assets that we're monitoring. Just all that data is already being piped into the Edge platform. So it's super exciting.
It is so exciting, Jake. It's one of my absolute dreams that we start launching, not just this hardware and sensors platform, but also start moving more into this predictive maintenance space, which I know you're actively working on, Jake. So we'll probably have some more announcements coming about that. Jake, how did you first find out about UpKeep, and ultimately, what made you want to join the team?
I found myself looking for a new job, and I kind of went the most traditional routes. I was looking on LinkedIn and Indeed, and I came across UpKeep's posting for a full stack engineer with an IoT focus. And I think ever since I did the first Hello World tutorial, I was as soon as I learned how to code, I was just enamored with IoT, and especially with any sort of environmental monitoring. It was just, that's what really excited me. So it's needless to say that I had to apply. So I did. I reached out to Tyler, and we had a bit of back and forth. And then sometime later, he reached back out. And if anybody's ever talked to Tyler, they just know what a magnetic personality he has, and really just I needed to learn more. So, I made it into the interview process, and I met some really incredible folks. I met Gary, Jonathan, Camille, and Justin, and I got a great taste for the UpKeep culture. But I think really what, made me make the decision was just some of the work that I had done in the technical interview with Mark. You just really got a feel for what a powerhouse he is. And so having this opportunity to work on a new platform with a leader like Mark was something I could not pass up on. So I jumped in with both feet, and it's been about 5 months now, and just I'm pumped most days that I wake up and I get to come to work. So
the whole Edge project started out with an idea at the very, very earliest stage. And Mark basically raised his hand and said, hey, I'll take it on. And he basically took this idea from absolutely nothing and brought it into the world. Yeah, he did so much just by himself and as a single person. And I'm really glad that you're helping join his team and the Edge team, because now we get double the horsepower, which is awesome.
I'm going to qualify it. I'm going to say not quite double. But maybe I'll get there.
Jake, what's a project that you've been working on that you're really proud of, or maybe a project that you recently completed that you still think back and say, man, I'm really proud of that?
In software engineering, you're always kind of thinking about that last project, just because bugs do happen, and inevitably you're going to need to tweak things down the road. But, I'm thinking about kind of last quarter's meters integration. That's something I'm really proud of. And really what that was is meters is a feature within UpKeep that allows our clients to track quantitative measurements that relate to an asset. So an example of that might be that a technician would go out and measure AC current readings generated by a piece of equipment and enter that into meters. And then they can establish trends doing this, as well as, trigger work orders if they kind of are out of user-defined threshold. So it's really powerful. But, what we're doing in Edge has got some really strong parallels. So we were able just to kind of pipe that data straight over to meters, and that really kind of falls in line with UpKeep's mission of really trying to give technicians a little bit more focus, the ability to kind of troubleshoot problems before they get really significant, and maybe even have a little extra time outside of work. So that's important. And then for me personally, just to have the chance to kind of work across teams and code bases I don't normally get to work with was really, really, really amazing.
Over the past 5 months, what's something that you've grown to like and love about UpKeep?
It might sound cheesy, but like there's a core value that we have that's progress over perfection. And I just so identify with that. And, in software development, that's kind of like built into the process because you have versions, you have patches. So it's this small incremental march to improvement. And really, I just love to see how so many of the other teams, whether it's like CS or HR or even leadership, kind of take that same approach that I use day to day and really use that to kind of measure their success. And also there's a Slack channel club UpKeep, and it's pretty awesome to see. Most people's dogs are every bit as goofy as mine.
All right. If you haven't joined Club PupKeep, there's the shout out to Club PupKeep right there. I think for me personally, I don't believe that, anything is perfect. I always believe that there's opportunities for everyone, myself included, to be better. And it's not about like releasing that one perfect feature. It's about like asking ourselves, when we look back, is this better for our customers than it was yesterday? All right. Well, thank you again, Jake, for joining me on this episode of Life at UpKeep. If anyone on the team wants to connect with me, shoot me a Slack, shoot me an email. I hope to connect with all of you soon, and I will talk to you soon, Jake.
Take care.